welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's vlog. Today I'm going to do a full 24 hours in my life with 3 kids, 3 and under. It's currently 7 a.m. and I'm so tired right now. This is a very surprising morning because usually my kids are up by like 6:15 every day, especially my baby. But last night we were out late because it was actually my birthday and we went to a different city. We had dinner, we went to the beach for like sunset with them. So we didn't get to bed last night until 10 p.m. I am just looking at my like Aura Ring recap from my sleep last night. I did not fall asleep until 11:45, so a little bit snoozy today, but they're not awake yet. So that gives me a couple of minutes to just like get my wits about me before my day starts, which I don't always have, but it's always really nice when I do. This vlog is going to be very raw, a little bit unfiltered. I feel like our family has just been so out of routine for the last little bit because my husband and I were traveling and my kids were with family members, and then we came back, and the first week that we have been back has just been so jam-packed with different things that we already had on the calendar, church stuff, my birthday. Like, we've just been out of routine for a very long time, and today I feel like we're still not going to be into any sort of like formal routine, but hopefully that just gives you a little bit of a picture of what the days look like in that context. Good morning. Light in here. Hi, honey bunny. Hi. Hi.
Good way to spend your mornings. When you wake up, just play with each other. Okay.
Want to read a book? Want me to read it to you? You, for the very first time, I was filled with joy that you were mine, and see the joy that life can bring.
Put your head right here. This is a daddy pillow.
Last night when I was getting ready to go out for my birthday dinner, I gave myself a wicked forehead burn with my curling iron here. So if you're wondering what this injury is, that's why. Mommy's coffee. I like to try and get breakfast going before Jared is gone for the day because everything increases in intensity a little bit by the time he leaves the house. Close the door, but I'm covered. And he's telling them about building a foundation, kind of like we were just put on the rock. And then it says, where did it go? The rain came down. You both have 2?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's all right. Take a step, baby. Oh, good job. Tired, baby. So my 13-month-old is now down for her first nap of the day, and my 2 and 3-year-old are currently very happily doing some coloring in the kitchen, and it's also mess-free coloring, which is really nice. I feel like I can like let my guard down a little bit, and I'm going to take a quick minute here, literally like 5 minutes, to pull myself together for the day. I do this every single day, regardless of whether I'm planning on going out or staying home. I don't know about you guys, I feel so much more ready for the day and like motivated to get anything done if I've gotten myself ready. My baby girl, who is 13 months old, is still very much on a 2-nap schedule. I feel like at this stage with my other two, I can't even remember. It's funny how you just don't even remember like what happened by the time that you have more kids. But I'm pretty sure they were on a 1-nap schedule, or at least fighting the second nap or working towards it. Whereas with my third baby, she very much needs it. She like cannot hang in the morning past 10 a.m. Right now, I actually don't even know what time it is. I'm pretty sure it's like 9:40. So a lot of days she doesn't even make it to 10 a.m. She's just a sleepy gal and wants to go right back to bed. So I'm honestly like not upset about that. I feel like I am happy to milk the 2-nap schedule as long as I can, especially because if we're not planning on going out during the day, it kind of makes my life easier when we're at home. So I'm not in any rush to change that at this point, but I am curious as to when that will actually flip over. If any of you guys have a baby or have a 1-year-old and they're down to the 1-nap, tell me in the comments like when that happened, because I really just feel like I don't even remember anything that happened with my other 2 kids. As you can see, she is very close to walking. We have done a number of steps now, not like anything past like 1, 2 and then dropping back down. So I don't know when it will happen. My guess is that it will be sometime within like the next couple of weeks though. Both of my other 2, I do remember this, both of my other 2 started walking by 14 months, and because she's 13 months, I feel like we are very close. I don't really know how we are going to work around this massive burn on my forehead. My husband saw it this morning and he's like, what is that? Apparently he didn't see it last night. I feel like when you burn your skin, you actually don't even really know the extent of it until the next day. It's just not even visible. So I got away with it on my birthday, which is nice, but I am definitely paying the price for that today. I'm using my tinted serum from Typology right now. I actually got this last summer, so I feel like it's a little bit dark for me currently, but I really like how lightweight this one is. It's gotten so humid here recently, especially with the rain now today, and I feel like it's nice to have something that doesn't feel too heavy on my skin, so I'm using it. We're just gonna have to hope that my rest of my body catches up with this color soon. Once they start disagreeing with each other, that's how I know I only have like 60 seconds left, so we're just gonna get as ready as we can until I start to hear that happening.
Like help wake up.
What is that voice?
Maybe it's gone. Is everyone perfect? No.
No one's perfect. Just Jesus.
Jesus.
This is the Primarily Pure dry shampoo. I really like this one because it's talc free and it also makes your hair smell so good. It smells like essential oils, so just makes you feel a little bit more fresh. They also do have different ones of these depending on if you have like light or dark hair, which is nice because I feel like a lot of dry shampoos, once you have dark hair, just make the whole top of your head look like white or gray. But this one is specifically made for dark hair and dark roots. So if you've got dark hair like me and you're looking for like a good non-toxic dry shampoo that smells good and won't give you gray roots, this is the one. Alright, I'm doing your hair.
Yeah, I have a little.
Big spray for you.
Here it goes. Faster.
In the summertime, I tend to not really do any homeschool style stuff, at least like in a formal routine, just because I want to take every opportunity that I can to just be outside with them. There's so much to learn just being out in nature, especially in the garden, like and actually getting their help with that. So instead of like formal table time, unless they ask for it, which sometimes my oldest will, but for the most part, we just spend our days outside as much as possible. And now that the rain has let up a little bit, we're out here just doing some weeding while baby girl sleeps. And then at some point we will go back in for lunch, but my oldest is helping me right now with the gardening and cleaning those up, and my youngest is bunny hunting at the moment. I did also get a lot of really helpful feedback from you guys in terms of like our property and how to manage it in this season with young kids, because we don't know necessarily how we want everything back here to look long term. I do want to maintain some of these little garden beds that are here, but the thing that I was letting you guys know is that the like weeding on it, the maintenance on it is just out of control right now, and a lot of stuff has just really grown up and kind of overfilled the gardens. So all of you were like, you gotta mulch, 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 and just pull out what you don't want. I'm going to pull things out eventually, but for now, because we're doing so much with like the fence, deck, all of that stuff, I am going to mulch as much as possible and try and pull out some of the shrubs, the greenery that has just like overtaken the different sections. So like in this one, for example, a lot of these bushes back here are just kind of overgrowing, and I almost need to just like section them off now, fully remove them to create more space in here. And then all of this in here is like stuff that I need to pull out before I actually mulch. There's a bunch over here that I need to do to pull out before I mulch it. Kind of same with that one, same with that one, and then same with this one up here. So I have my work cut out for me. Obviously, I have not had time to do any of that yet, but that is my new strategy at this point, is to just like remove what I need to remove when I have the time to do it. And then kind of one by one, I'll go through that process, throw some mulch down to hopefully kind of prevent the weeds from being so crazy throughout the summer. And then year over year, as we have time and space, we will figure it out. I think that's the biggest thing that I'm learning in this, is that this is just going to take a lot of time, and I have to be okay with that.
There's one less thing to be done.
Everyone is absolutely fried today. We were literally just making beds on the playroom floor. That is just the byproduct of a few too many late nights in a row, and also just like not enough downtime during the day. So I'm very much leaning into the sleepy energy today for myself and for them. We are keeping it so low key, just playing, reading books. Baby girl's awake now, so we're back inside, and I am going to get a snack made for everyone, including myself, because I feel like I could use the energy. And I'm also going to take my supplements because I have not done that yet today. I didn't even realize how close we were to lunchtime. It is 12. So I'm doing a kid style charcuterie for the kids, and I basically just bolstered up what was going to be their snack for lunchtime. And baby girl's got leftovers from the other night.
Look at Mommy's.
Dazzling rays pierce through the pines, coaxing owl to wake. Can I please have cheese, Mommy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You clean it? Okay, time for me to start tackling this giant pile of laundry that has been collecting since we went away. I've been working through a little bit, like day by day, but the folding and putting away part is the part that really trips me up, because it honestly just takes so much dedicated time, and I feel like throughout my day I get pulled away from the things that require dedicated time so often that eventually I just have to take a solid chunk of time to sit down and get it done and be like, this is all that I'm doing right now. Right now, all three kids are playing in the big kids room. I feel like we are finally at a stage with them being 1, 2, and 3 that they are very interested in playing with each other, and it's honestly so nice. I feel like for the longest time, it was really just the big two that were playing, and Rosie was always with me, and then she hit a stage and an age where she was more interested in playing during that time, but was kind of too little to come along with them in the house and still wanted me to be a part of all of it. And now she is finally reaching an age where they are very interested in playing with her, her and that is reciprocated on her end. She'll just kind of like crawl around and follow them into whatever room they're in the house, and they like want to have her. Every time that she comes back out to me, they're like, Rosie, come back. And all three of them, when they're all like really into it together, will do such a good job playing, and it's not just the big two anymore, which has just been such a relief. I feel like I am just now starting to reap the benefit of having all three of them close in age. And I remember this being a similar timeline to when I started to see my first set of like 2 under 2 kids play together, and it was just like, oh my gosh, like we actually made it. This is a real thing, that eventually they hit a point where they're just like wanting to be together all the time. And now we are seeing it happen again, and I wasn't sure what that dynamic would look like with 3, because I was like, is one of them often going to be left out? But for the most part, they're really good at everyone being included. So that has been a very sweet development to see happen around our house, and also gives me a little bit more capacity to do things like fold and put all of the laundry away. Another, I guess, update is that I have really not done quiet time in our house for our big two for, how long has it been? Probably like 3 or 4 weeks. And I know that is like insane for me to say. I never thought that I would get to that point. And I'm not saying that I'm not ever going to return to it, but we are just in a phase right now, especially with my middle, that like quiet time was just such a struggle that it felt like in the time that all of us were supposed to be getting some rest in the afternoon, I was really just like fighting with everybody to be in their space and to spend a little bit of time just having downtime. And like it was at the point where none of us were really getting the downtime because there was so much management in and out of, and is quiet time all done now and all of this stuff, that I was just like, this is not like really helping anybody in this house anymore. And so I just had to look at it and be like, okay, is it possible for us to still get afternoon rest and to still kind of have this culture of like during the afternoon it's quiet, we play independently, but like we're not doing that just in our rooms. It can happen anywhere throughout the house, and the kids know that I'm also taking a little bit of downtime, whether I'm working on something or cleaning or actually literally even just laying on the couch. And so I have allowed it to be kind of outside of the rooms and all throughout the house, as long as they don't go near the room that the baby is sleeping. And you guys, like it has just changed the game, because we went from quiet time all of a sudden like becoming this fight that I was trying to win every afternoon into it actually being like a time of rest in our house. And so I had to experiment a little bit. I had to change the strategy as more people were entering into the quiet time phase, and it has been a lot better. I feel like I'm now actually starting to see some sort of quiet time happening again. Are you guys hiding? And it has been a lot more restful for all of us. Okay, I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3. Ready or not, here I come. Should we make 3 piles again? Keep, donate, and throw out. Can you blow dry my hair?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, I just finished decluttering all of this stuff in the kids' room, which actually is like a pretty good haul. I'm proud of what we were able to accomplish there. And now I'm gonna start making some dinner. Ever since my husband and I got back from our trip to Tennessee a week ago now, he has been daily sending me recipes for like southern food that he wants me to make. So I thought that I would surprise him tonight after work with like a very southern inspired meal. I'm gonna slow cook some brisket just in the oven because I don't have like a slow cooker or anything like that. In terms of like barbecue. And then I'm also going to do some mac and cheese because our kids are a huge fan of that. And then some baked beans and some corn. I have never done brisket before. This is my first time doing this, so I'm just following a recipe online. This is only a 2-pound brisket, so I feel like it's not gonna be like too long to cook it. I'm reading that it's usually like an hour for every pound, so I'm hoping 2.5 hours is a long enough time to cook it. We had brisket that was just done in the oven this summer when we were at the cottage, and it was actually so good. So I know that this is a way that you can do it and still have brisket that comes out tasting amazing. It's obviously not the same as doing it on like a Traeger, but I think it will still be good. Pretty sure it's Okay, It is now 5:04 p.m. Jared's not home yet, but I am. This is kind of crooked. Let me straighten you guys out. I'm now deep in the throes of dinner prep. I fear I have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew because I realized the only amount of barbecue sauce that we have in the fridge right now is this. This is not going to cut it for the brisket, and I need to pull it out in a minute so that I can put the barbecue sauce on it and then put it back in the oven so that the sauce can kind of like caramelize. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm a little bit nervous because everything that I'm reading is like 5 hours, 6 hours for cook time. My brisket is only like 2 pounds, so I think that I'm okay with the fact that I did it for that short amount of time, but it's only been cooking at 250, so it's gonna be the moment of truth when I pull it out. But I am working on the mac and cheese right now. I've only done this one time, made mac and cheese like homemade. It was never my favorite thing growing up, but my kids are obsessed with mac and cheese, so I'm making a lot more recently, but usually the Annie's mac and cheese, because that's their favorite. I am doing a pimento mac and cheese to make this real, authentic Southern. I'm cheating though, because I do have Taste of the South triple cheddar pimento cheese from the grocery store that we brought back from Walmart. So that is going to cover my butt because I honestly don't know how to make pimento cheese. It's on the list of things to learn that Jared has also requested since you've come back. Okay, should I pull out the brisket?
Yeah.
And then sauce it up?
Mommy,
That's good. Don't know what it's supposed to look like. This is what my brisket looks like right now. Not 100% cooked in my opinion. See how it's doing. I'm gonna generously I'm gonna do a little bit of paprika to make that. Give it a little bit more flavor. Give them your review of my brisket and mac and cheese.
Why? Did you tell them all like you're so excited?
Well, no, I just spent the last whatever amount of time of my vlog like cooking.
How about you give them your review first, and then I'll give them my review.
Unfortunately, we
Set
needed
me
steak knives. We needed steak knives.
Yeah, we need a
The
steak knife
flavor
for
was
brisket.
good. The sauce was good.
The sauce was good.
Listen, I followed the instructions. I don't know what happened. I think that mac and cheese tastes great. I don't know what your deal is with mac and cheese. Because it's not like creamy, like schmoopy
Yeah,
enough.
it was kind of chunky and flavorless. Your face when I said flavor.
The comment section's coming after you today.
You're setting me up. You're trying to set
I'm
me
just
up.
here at home trying to make you something
No. You bit off more than you could chew on, and that's okay. We're gonna work on
That
it.
was good mac and cheese.
We're gonna work together. Listen, I think
Our
people.
kids love
I think
mac
people
and
spend their whole life trying to perfect mac and
Yeah.
cheese recipes, and you just went after it. And that's what I love about you is that you go after things. But I think we've got to iterate and we've got to work on it, and we can grow. Same with the brisket. We shouldn't be doing that with steak knives, but you went after it, and we're gonna iterate and we're gonna grow.
It's gonna get better next time. Next time you're on brisket, I'll do mac and cheese. Good night. Bedtime is done. We usually divide and conquer. Jared does the big kids. I do Rosie. We've done it like that most nights for the last few months just because it goes so much faster when we do it separately. There's been times where it's like one parent would just do all of bedtime, but I feel like it just took so much longer. And he's like really good at just not dealing with all of the excess excuses that I am a sucker for when it's like, I need water, I need to go to the bathroom, I need to do this, this, and this. He's really good at just like settling them, giving them a good bedtime. So that is done now, and the only thing that's left on the agenda for me tonight is, well, I need to decide. I started making muffins earlier and I pulled all this stuff out while I was making dinner because I'm crazy, and then I just left it. Like I didn't continue the process, but I still need to clean everything up, and I'm trying to decide if I do that and make the muffins or just put it all away and not even worry about it. I haven't decided yet. The other thing that I want to do tonight is exercise. I feel like I have just been kind of off with that recently. I did a couple of workouts while we were away, and I think I've worked in like once since we've been back, but I've just been so tired that I've just been kind of off my workout game, and my trainer from Trainwell has been texting me and like checking in, and I've just been like messaging her like, I'm sorry, I don't have the energy, but I think tonight would be a good night to try and get some sort of workout in. And then I have to do a little bit of work just like on my computer, stuff that I wasn't able to get done today, and then hopefully read. So I mean, between the muffins, exercising, working, and reading, got a lot that I want to cover in the next like few hours before I go to bed. And we also need to reset the house, so let's do that now. It is 11:25. I just finished my work. Now it's time to go to bed. This is controversial, but I love to take a good shower at night with just the light from my iPhone. Good night. Beautiful 7 a.m. costume. Good morning. It is officially the next day. It's like 8:10 something a.m. right now, and I'm honestly feeling so good today. I had a great sleep last night, even though I went to bed late, but my sleep last night was so efficient. I fell asleep right away. I had a very deep sleep, and my Oura ring confirmed all of this, gave me a sleep score of 84, so it's gonna be a good day today. My curling iron burn is definitely much worse today. I don't know what I'm going to do about this for the next few days because we have places to go and people to see, and I need to figure out how to hide that better. I'm not putting any makeup on it because I feel like that's just gonna be like gross, but my hair also doesn't really hide it very well, so let's just say it's not gonna be a slicked back bun day today. I'm getting myself a little bit ready for the day now. We are going to spend most of this day working in the backyard and getting stuff kind of situated back there, or I guess unsituated. I'm gonna be doing some gardening. Jared is starting the process of pulling out our deck in our old pool today. We have a lot of work to be done on that front. It's gonna kind of depend on, like, as we go, how hard it feels like things are, if we need to stop, if we need to pull in paid help. Basically, like, the whole deck has to come down, but that job we're realizing is going to be so much more work than we were anticipating. And so we're gonna start by seeing how much of the deck we can demo just on the side of the pool and actually taking that pool out, because that has to happen before the fence goes in, and the fence is going in the next 2 weeks. So we're gonna see how far we can get on pool demo today, and I'm gonna work on weeding and mulching, so hopefully that goes well. But I wanted to say thank you guys for hanging out with me for the last 24 hours. It was fun to just bring you along and give you a little bit of the behind the scenes of what life looks like these days with 3 kids, 3 and under. It's been so nice because I'm actually borrowing my video editor's camera right now, and it's so easy to vlog with. So if you've liked this experience, just kind of being set up all over the house, this is actually the same one I used in Nashville, let me know. I could be convinced in investing into this camera because it honestly has been so much easier for me to vlog as well. But thank you again for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed it, and until the next video, I love you guys, I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye. How do you blow a kiss like this? Good job.